Shalom. I want to start off by giving all glory, praises, and honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Makar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to the brothers that's teaching this truth and sincerity. And shalom to the hopeful elect, the 1/3 sincere listeners. All right. Today's lesson is going to be titled, Are Women Stronger Than Men? Right? And this lesson is pretty much based off of a conversation I was in the midst of between my dad and his brother, which would make that my uncle, right? And pretty much my uncle, he was going into the amount of friends he had that committed suicide, or Salaki. I don't even think YouTube likes those words, but side or whatever. You brothers already, you get the point, man. Right? They're off themselves. They pretty much deleted themselves, right? And he gave us 4 accounts of friends that he grew up with, and they pretty much off themselves, you know, pretty much over women. And then there was also different situations where we weren't even talking about friends, his friends or whatever, but just men in general that pretty much off themselves for whatever reason, you know, mainly because of women, right? That's just how this world is set up nowadays, I guess, right? But how do I put it? But yeah, you know, and my take on it is that we live in a world that caters to women, and their take was that, you know, men are weaker than women, right? So I told them, let women join the army then, since if they're so strong, because their mindset was that women are strong, they don't commit, you know, men commit more suicide, which is true. Men do off themselves more, right? But why is that? Why is it that men off themselves, right? And I'll tell you why. We live in a very oppressive society when it comes to men, right? We live in a non-traditional society when it comes to men, yet men are expected to be traditional in this society, right? The pressures of being a man is on you in this society. People like to shame you, right? People will shame you if you're not doing, quote unquote, what's required of you as a man. You know what I mean? That's a big that's a big thing in this society, you know? Um, you know, you know, in this society, you know, you're not supposed to give your strength to women. Proverbs 31. I was watching a brother's video recently, and the brother Napash, um, GMS Montreal, the head of GMS Montreal, and he was pretty much going into how he had a dream, and pretty much the dream was to tell brothers, don't get tied down in this place, don't tie the knot, don't get married in this place, man. All right, don't get caught up in Esau's contracts. Don't, you know? Don't buy into the hype, man. Because once you do that, you're giving your strength to woman, man. And the woman has all the power. This society caters to the woman. If she wants to leave or whatever, for whatever reason, she can take half. Divorce rates are already at 50% anyways in the West, in America, right? All different Western countries, it's really no different, you know? It's not getting any better for real. The love of many shall wax cold, man. So that even goes between man and woman, man. You have all these gender wars, different podcasts that's always taking place, going into how what man should do and what woman should do, and you know, putting us against each other, man. And really, we need each other. And really, is going into the Israelites, man. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, because that's who's really buying into this garbage, this red pill, rhetoric. And it's pretty much, it's pretty much garbage, man, because it's been what's that word? It's been polluted in a sense, like, so certain aspects of red pill is good, but it can cause you to hate women, and we're not supposed to be in that spirit. We're just supposed to understand how women are and deal with them accordingly, I'm not. It's not to say you can't get angry. Something happens, you get angry. We're human beings, man. We have emotions, man. They tell us, oh, we can't act a certain way or whatever. Nah, man, you piss me off, I'm gonna act a certain fucking way. You know what I mean? Who cares? It is what it is. You don't like the reaction? So fucking be it, man. You know what I mean? We're not here to be catering to nobody's emotions and feelings, man. We come out and give out this truth raw. All right? But going back to the point, if women are stronger than men, I'm gonna have to disagree on that, man. It's just that this society, like I said, is catered to women. All right, they get all the benefits. Um, what else? What's that stuff called? Welfare, right? Section 8. Even when you, like I said, even when you join your house, you get married with that woman, right? She has power over you, man. Women like to use and women know that too. Women will use mind games or whatever manipulation tactics that they can if you're not strong in the mind, man. If you don't have the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, spirit of discernment, right? Then you're gonna get caught up out there, man. Right? And as a man, yeah, you want to be able to quote unquote provide and whatnot in the society, right? But he's Esau hasn't set it up that way, man. You can't work a job now, and that's gonna take care of all your expenses, man. It's just not gonna work. You're not gonna be able to cover rent. I mean, you can, depending on what job you have. But compared to like maybe 20, 30 years ago, your grandfather, even your father, was able to work a job or whatever, and handle his business, and the money that they made, it was sufficient, right? Now the money you make today, it's insufficient, right? And then now you have the pressures of the society, you know, telling you you're not a man because you don't make enough, right? So how you expect man to feel, man? You know, and then you log into social media, all you see is you know quote unquote baddies, bad women, women that look good, appealing, you know, and we live in this over sexualized world, so, and then it's all you're seeing is women woman hop naked, whatever, woman that look good, whatever the case, and you're like, yeah, you're, as a man, whatever, you lust after that, you know, and then they make it seem like, oh, you gotta have this, that, and this in order to get this whore, right? Because really, that's what they are. They're just whore, used up hoes or whatever, you know. And you being a man, especially a man of the Lord, you gotta walk different. You gotta carry yourself with a certain type of confidence, man. You know, it's like, and another thing, it's like Instagram is it's your new resume or whatever. It's your new, if your Instagram's not popping, then you're not popping or whatever. Like, it's just bullshit. If your social media is not popping, you're not popping. Bitch, I'm popping in real life. Like shit like that. Like, you know, you might see a bitch for real, right? You holla at her, you talk to her, everything's going good. Nah, for real, everything is going good. I'm chopping it up with her. And mind you, she look good, you know, but she not like a 10 or nothing. Could be like a 7, 8, whatever. She look good, whatever. You rapped her, like, yo, let me get your number, blah, blah, blah. Right? You get her number, you know? She's like, oh, let's do Instagram. And you're just like, you know what? Fine, whatever. You get the Instagram. Okay. She follows you back, whatever. Because, make sure that bitch follow you back. You're not just following the bitch just to follow the bitch. The fuck? You're not a fan, man. We're men out here, you know? But anyways, whatever, you make sure she follow you back, whatever. You know how these women are, right? They like to have their numbers inflated to the roof so their ego could be inflated to the roof, right? And then you see that this girl, she got like 40,000 followers on the gram. And I'm like, yeah, you look good. I'm not gonna lie, you look good, but you was not like, you know what I'm saying? You're not like looking good like that. But it just goes to show, you know. And like I said, like she was cool, whatever. Talk, whatever. You talk to the bitch, whatever. Rap to whatever. Everything's going good. And then as soon as the Instagram shit, gets exchanged, it's like, oh, it's like what? But that's the type of weird world we live in, man. You know, where you gotta be quote unquote somebody in a sense, like and you really don't have to be like fuck all that bullshit. It's all, but it does play on the mind of the people, you know. And like I said, as a man is simple, man. A man just wants to live a simple life. A man doesn't mind work, and a man knows he has to work. It's part of a life, man. You do what you have to do in this world, you know. But like I said, we live in an oppressive world where they pretty much economically castrate men and liberate women. All right, they financially liberate women in this society, right? She can go and do all type of manners of wickedness to make money, and then look down on men who live a quote unquote normal life, right? So yeah, men will start to what's that? Start doubting themselves if they're not in the right mindset. They don't have the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai. Yeah, they will doubt themselves, man. So in actuality, let the roles be fucking reversed, man. You know what I mean? It's just that in this society, women are proud now. They have a quote unquote say, and it's all thanks to the devil, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. You know what I mean? It's all thanks to him. He set up this wicked ass place, and we as brothers, we gotta endure it. We gotta maneuver through Satan's playground, right? Because it's our punishment ultimately, man. So we gotta accept it. And the first thing about a man is accountability. All right, you gotta take accountability, man. If you put yourself in a fucked up position, you gotta take accountability, man. You know, If you got a bad baby mother or whatever, you got to take accountability. You went up to her, you rapped to her, you did the birds and the bees with her, you know? So you got to take accountability, own up to your shit, and get over it, man. Pray to the Heavenly Father to get you through whatever situation, man. You know? Um, but yeah, like I had said when they were talking, I was like, put these women in war then. Put these women in war if they're so strong, man. Since they know it all. Since they're, you know, and these women are not built for war, man. All right, brothers will tell you, brothers been in the military. Brothers will tell you these women literally bitch up, man, in the battlefield, man. They're not meant. They weren't meant for that, man. Women are not meant to be in war, man. You know, they freeze, they get scared, whatever. Women are not stronger than men. All right, it's just that, like I said, the society caters to women. They give you a false illusion, a false sense of security. You know, and that's just how it's set up. You know, we gotta get out of that mindset of we can't be envious of the wicked, man. Right now, majority of women are wicked. You know, all of them are, to be honest. So we can't be envious of how they, like I said, how they get their money. Can't be watching that shit, man. You know, they're gonna do them until whenever, man. The Most High collapse the society. You know, it just is what it is. Let's get a couple scriptures. Jeremiah 31:22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? All right, talking about the nation of Israel, the whole nation, starting with the men. So then this is what happened. You know, how long you gonna keep going against the Heavenly Father? How much you gonna go keep sinning against the Heavenly Father? Right? How much you gonna keep transgressing, breaking the law against your Creator? Right? Because that's all our people are doing, starting with the men. You men need to take accountability, man. All right? You don't take accountability for your actions, you know? You don't take a step back out of your life, right? To consider what's going wrong and what's going right, or what should I do, what shouldn't I do? I need to, I got to take it easy, you know? The Most High is sending you spiritual hits, you know? And you're not considering, man. The Lord's getting at you. You're not considering though, man. Through all of this, you're supposed to turn to the Lord through whatever predicament, man. You're not supposed to get weak and take yourself out, man. You know, I'm just in that case, I'm talking to men, men in general. But brothers know already, man. Brothers already know, what it is. I hope no brothers going through any of those thoughts. That's not a good place to be in. But yeah, it says, for the Lord have created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. All right. So that's what you have, man, to answer your question. The conversation I was in the midst of between my dad and my uncle and his brother, right? A woman shall compass a man. So, we live in metropolis, right? Mother cities, right? That's what the word goes back to. And a mother city, they cater to women, right? The matrix, the matriarchy, all right? It goes back to the woman, the womb. So we live in a society that caters to women, man. right? Don't hit a woman, don't touch a woman. Not to say you should, don't do it. I mean, don't do it. I'm just saying though, what is the woman God? She's void from judgment. She can do no wrong, right? Like it's a wicked world we live in, man. Where you can't, man. You can't correct you can't correct her, right? If she's going off, you can't correct her, right? And a lot of women, they run from judgment. They run from, true masculinity. It's not really appreciated. They want it only in the bed. That's the only time they want masculinity, man, in the bedroom. You know what I mean? But when it actually comes to discipline, order, they don't want no masculinity. You know what I mean? So you're just a tool in the society, man. They just use you for one thing, whatever. But it's the same thing now. They're tools too because they're not women anymore. They don't serve any purpose to men a whole heart, and fully. Don't get me wrong. There's some women that are doing what they got to do for their man, right? Just which is great. Keep doing that, you know. But majority of the women they don't know how to talk to men. They're disrespectful. They'll call a man a bitch. Call him out his name, right? Try and get a reaction out of him. You know, it's disrespectful, man. We're men, man. We're not dealing with no, we're men of the Lord, man. We're not dealing with no slick talk, yeah. So you better, what I mean. Anybody calling you out your name, you know what I mean? Man or woman, to be honest, you know what I mean. You better hold your ground, man. Everybody gotta put people in their place, and even putting people in their places is just walking out of people's life, man. That's true wisdom, man. 'Cause don't be anywhere where you're being disrespected, man. You know what I mean? People gotta know they can't play with you, man. All right. People gotta know that you don't need them. All right. They need you ultimately. Ultimately, these people need you. All right. And it's not to be cocky or nothing. It just is what it is. These people of the world, they really need you. They don't know it, but they do need you. So you gotta have that mindset. You need me. I don't need you. Right? Because why? We have this knowledge, this truth, this understanding, man. We know how to maneuver out this like I said, maneuver through Satan's playground, man. You know? 2nd Ezra 14 and 17. It says, "For look, how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein." And why did I bring that out? Well, as the world ages, all right, everything in the world gets weaker, all right? So men get weaker, man. The minds of men, man, the mental fortitude men had back in the ancient world, even 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, is way stronger than it was now. Men are weak, man, right? They wanna turn men out, literally have them switching sides to become women, right? That's a bugged out mindset, man. Effeminate spirits, man. Weak, pathetic, you know? Bugged out over woman controlling your emotions, right? Woman Geppetto in you or whatever, playing you like a little rag doll, you know? You men need to get out of that mindset, man. You men need to come back, the Most High wants you men, man, okay? You know? And I ain't talking no, what's that word I'm looking for? Bravado. Yeah, like I was saying, like I said, masculinity is not some fake alpha bravado spirit, man. Macho man, look at me. Nah, it's masculinity is quiet, man. But when you walk in the room, you're chilling, but what up? You still looking people in their eyes when you talk to them, right? You have a confidence in you. You walk a certain way, confidence. You walk like a man of the Lord, man. All right, brothers ain't, we're not being no effeminate spirit, man. That's off. You're going off if you're acting like that, man. Humble, that's fine. Yeah, you could be humble. The Lord was humble. The Lord also spoke with authority, man. All right, we're the authorities on the earth. Okay, it hasn't manifested yet, but we are the authorities on the right hand side, man. The elites know it. Lord will with those men, the elect, right? But through the Spirit, we're the ones teaching this word. We're the authorities right now, man. On the right hand side, we're judging everything, man. We're judges, man. Right? And we ain't no bugged out judges either, man, because these judges, they'll judge you without mercy, right? They judge Jake, Israelites, right? The so-called black man, they'll judge him without mercy, right? Then go and get pegged by this so-called black woman in some hotel somewhere, man. Some off, bugged out, weird shit. But here it is, he's judge over you, man, but he's freaking off doing some sodomistic behavior, man. But he's judging you, man. This world has to fucking go, man. You know what I mean? This place has to go. Right? But this is really what's going on in this society, man. We gotta show ourselves men to the Heavenly Father, man. The Lord's not playing, man. This is the Heavenly Father's spiritual army, man. All right? Just like Esau, you gotta show up to Esau's army, and you gotta be a man and all these things. It's the same thing with the Heavenly Father, man. Lord's not playing no games. We're not to, like I said, we're not to be in that weak nature, man. I'm probably gonna finish it off with that, and Lord will, you're edified, man. It's in the same chapter, man, so let me get that real quick. This is 2nd Ezra 14 and 14. Let go from thee mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. Okay? So we're supposed to show ourselves men, man. This was, I was rambling, but I was driving, so I can't really get too much scriptures, you know what I mean?
So, Lord will, you're edified though. And say shalom to the next one, man.